Hello there guys, Feng here and welcome to Rebuild the Gangs of Deadsville. For those of you that haven't played the previous installments, Rebuild is a zombie survival strategy game by Sarah Northway. Now this particular one is in alpha, it's in 0.5, and because of this there are going to be features missing, there's going to be bugs, there's going to be typos, etc, etc. As with always, don't treat this as the finished product, okay? Right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a little play, and there are some really nice new gameplay mechanics. There are things that are going to be implemented and that aren't in quite yet. But yeah, so let's crack on with it then, shall we? So, city name, what should we have? Campbell, yeah, keep it with that, that's alright. Typical big huge city size. I think we'll keep it typical. Difficulty, I'm going to actually put this on challenging. My previous playthroughs with kind of tough have been fairly easy, so we'll stick it on challenging. Leader name, well, let's have a man. There we go. We'll have Fengferth, and I want a rocker. Nah. Tell you what, let's keep with the bold. Let's have a look there. Yeah, we'll keep with that. What's this? I'm not too sure if that. Yeah, that might not be implemented in yet. That might be like the background colour or something. For some reason, I'm still called Cheetah Diaz, even though I'll put Fengferth there. You can change your job as well, which is really cool. So it actually tells you what this gives you. So obviously, a retiree will, for some reason, give you building and 10% happiness bonus. But you know, that's weird. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick politician, so that I've had the leadership skills, and I've also got an extra survival, which is not necessarily a good thing to start off with. It depends. Depends how the RNG treats you. Okay. So you can change what generates as well. So we have rivers, so we can put those on. We can put coast on as well if we really want to, but I'm not going to this time round. And you can have up to two different factions. Sorry, so I think we'll stick with one faction and we'll stick with one river. Okay. So let's crack on then, shall we? So there is a little tutorial. It's just a very temporary dock and stuff, and obviously elf stuff. You can accidentally drag off the black, press the building on the left to return to your base, and yeah, there's a load of there's a load of things that's kind of buggy at the moment, but that's to be expected. So here we go, Rebuild 3. Looks very similar to the other Rebuild games, and there's a lot of new content. There is quite a lot of new different content. So we've actually got 5 survivors, which is really nice. Okie dokie, we're fairly happy. We have a scavenger, a weapons dudette, and a weapons dude, and a builder. And me with bloody hell 4 leadership, that's quite sweet. Okie dokie then. So let's have a look at our food situation. We have 50 food. I think you always start off with the same amount of food, so that's not really a big deal. But we are losing 2 per day. Now, there's new things, there's new resources, as you can see. I don't think all of them are implemented yet. I do know materials are. I'm not too sure about the ammo, fuel, medicine, electronics. You can trade with other traders, but that doesn't come till a wee bit later. And, okay, let's just go done on that. So, I think the first thing we need to do is to scout out. So, we have quite a few buildings. There's a lot of new different buildings, and some of them do have bonuses, like for example the bank. It gives you 10 plus 10 defense and plus 5 to buildings surrounding it, which is really cool. What's this? Office tower. Not really anything there special. Oh dear, my mouse is flicking as well, which is never good. Bloody bandicam. Okay, so these have already been scouted, as you can see, so we already know what's around these ones. So, oh, there's actually stuff in that one I might want to check out. So, let's go to the hospital and see if we can scavenge. Can we scavenge safely, is the question. Not really. So, I think the first thing to do is we'll go pew pew. Kill 8 zombies. So as in the previous rebuild games, it will actually bring up who the best character survivor is for the job. So we've got McLean, who's got +6, and Nadia Newcomb, who's +6 as well. So we'll send them both there, and that'll have 0% danger from now. Now, of course, depending on how dangerous it is, they can get hurt and sometimes die. So you have to take that into consideration. Now we've got 3 more survivors. So we could certainly, maybe we could just take them out with that, possibly. No, it's too dangerous. They don't really have that much of a big attack. I suppose taking all 3 of them might... I could do, especially since we don't really have, since we don't have any packs of zombies around yet, so we'll do that. Now, one of the really cool things that is really intriguing to me to see is that there's no real-time option now. This will actually be on by default. And what will happen is, when you actually put it on, the days will slowly go by in 0.1s, which is really cool. And of course, once people are done, then obviously they'll go back to base and just do guard duty. It's really cool, especially because some of the tasks actually don't require a full day. Some of them actually require like 0.5 of a day, which is, you know, pretty cool. I have played with it. I'm not a huge fan of it. Maybe it's because I'm so used to the turn-based progression rather than the real-time. But the fact that you've got that choice, it's something new and it's really cool. So I'm glad to see something like that. It seems to work well as well, you know. Doesn't seem to have too many problems. I suppose if you got used to using that system, it will actually reward you more than turn-based, because a turn will actually take a day rather than 0.5 of a day. So that obviously, if a survivor's gone out for 0.5 of a day and you've ended a turn, then the other 0.5 of the day, the other half of the day, has been wasted for them. They could be doing something more productive. So that's cool. Okay, let's just go to the next day then. And now we do have a zombie threat. Now that might not be, yeah, it's 0% threat. It's not major. How many is there? 6 Zeds. It's nothing major, so that's good. So we do need to wait another day though, so that oh, there we go. Those 2 have finished taking out the hospital, taking out the Zeds in the hospital. So we could just reclaim it straight away, and having an hospital this early on is really beneficial. But we do need to scavenge, which unfortunately my scavengers are out doing other shit. Not really surprising. So you might have noticed something new. You can actually move your character icons around. Now there is a strategic reason for this. If a character is on a square, like say this one, and he's doing guard duty, then it will actually fortify this square. So if this zombie horde decided to come and try and take this over, if you've got someone in guard duty, they will add to the defense very drastically. And I think they also add defense to the surrounding squares. I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me on that, but it does seem that you get some sort of bonus for adjacent squares too. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take the fight to them. Let's just see how that goes. I shouldn't have probably done that. I should have actually, let's get back. Go back to guard duty for 2 seconds, and let's just see how that will actually pan out. Okay, now it's a good job we didn't do that, because they would have probably died. So I think at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave them on guard duty. That way they've got a better chance of actually fending off the Zeds. And in fact, there is actually another Z group there. So maybe what we should do is we should probably split them. Probably that one there. There we go. We'll keep with that and see how that goes. Right. And there we go. So the others are back now. We killed some more zombies. Now we're starting to run out of food a bit, so we definitely need to consider that. One zombie's reappeared in the hospital already, but I think we should be okay to just scavenge from there. Now I'm very tempted to go and get someone else to scavenge too. Maybe the builder. Yeah. So as you can see, just one survival will take 2.5 days. So, but if we add more, then it's going to take even less. And depending on how effective they are, it might take even less. So, yeah. But of course, as you do stuff with your survivors, they will gradually learn the skills up, which is really cool. And a new feature is that they can actually have perks. Now, I might be able to show you this now, possibly. Not quite. But after a certain amount of time, once survivors get to know you, you can have a chat with them, have a drink, you know, have a ponder or whatever. And they'll go about some of the life story and whatnot, and then you can choose a perk for them, which is really cool indeed. So there's this one. That's not a threat. That one is probably going to be a threat eventually. Let's see if we can take on these instead. There's 9 Zs, which is a very high danger level. Oh my god, that's a massive amount of danger level. Jesus. Okay. Maybe we should probably do some scouting or something, maybe. Oh, there's a workshop here that doesn't have anything there, so maybe we can. Oh, a builder's house. Typical, bloody typical. The workshop does have is useful, pretty useful. In fact, if you try, because some of these you can rebuild. So, for example, the offices you can actually. Rebuild into something else. You can rebuild it to a farm or apartment or bar, church, etc, etc. But the last one's a workshop, and it requires 15 building materials, which is quite a lot. And I suppose you can make stuff here. I don't think it's fully implemented in the alpha yet though, so just bear that in mind. So that's cool. Also, you might know as well, it actually does cost building materials now to actually reclaim land or change certain tiles into something else. So you need to bear that in mind. Scavenging is more important than it used to be, because you need to scavenge for these building materials. I don't know if there's like a factory tile or anything that will actually generate some materials per day or something like that, but that would be pretty cool if there was. So yeah, right, and so perhaps we should possibly, maybe I'll get you a guard over here just in case. So let them scavenge because we need food and whatever. Okay, so an event, cool. A hardy looking woman's at the gate with a wolf dog, a shotgun and a big backpack. She just doesn't want to join us, just asked if she could stay the night and move in the morning. Not sure if we can trust her, but she sure as hell doesn't look like she trusts us either. So we can either let her stay, turn away, or feed her and invite her to stay. Let's stay the night. Okay, so she camped out just inside the walls, kept to herself all night. I tried to approach her at one point, but that wolf of hers started growling and showing its teeth. With a fierce beast like that, I can see why she doesn't think she needs anyone else. But even dogs can catch the disease. I've seen it happen. Oh dear. Okay, so they're still scavenging. I might actually get my character to go out scouting for some of the things. This is really unfortunate. There's no farms around now. This is really, really bad because we ain't going to be able to produce any food. So the only other alternative is to actually change some of these buildings into farms, possibly, which will cost even more building material. Okay, let's just scout the office for now then. So, cheated. It didn't change the name. That's weird. Oh well. And it only costs 0.5 of a day to do that. So, I mean, if you end your turn now, you've wasted half a day and you could have scouted another title. So, I suppose that's another cracking thing about that too. Right. Next day. Uh-oh. Okay, so 7 and 12. So, we should be okay. Yeah, we're okay. Brilliant. And we found materials. Brilliant. Yep, we got that. Excellent. And we scouted that. Ooh, there's food and items there, which is really cool. Excellent. Yeah, but we desperately need food now, so... There's still that one lone zombie that just wandered there. Look. Can we get away with just... possibly, maybe if I take cheetah. 4%, you know what, I'll go with that. Let them two scavenge there, and we'll try and retake the hospital. So if I get McClellan, maybe I should get Leon Steele to deal with that. and then build next turn. Yeah, that sounds plausible. And I'll put you there on guard duty. There we go. So fair materials and zombies killed. Excellent. So we can now probably take the hospital. So there we go. We'll get Leon Steel on that. That's going to take 4.5 days, which is quite a long time. But we'll go with that. That's fine. We are going to need food soon, though. So the next building we take will have to be turned into a farm. Has to be turned into a farm. Possibly. Oh dear, now we also have another problem here. Look at this. Crikey. A lot of Zeds around. And we there's no way for us to deal with them at this point. This is actually a lot harder than the previous attempt. Bloody hell. Okay. Let's end the turn, and here we go. So we've got plenty of defense, so we should be okay with that. Yeah. Hey, we found ammo. Again, I don't think ammo kind of works properly yet. So yeah, I don't think I've now stick it down when you attack Zeds or anything like that. So I'm assuming it's just not implemented in properly yet. Okay, maybe yeah, let's just go to the next day again. There we go. We found medicine. Cool. Cool. Did we actually find any items? That'd be really nice if we did. Hey, we got a baseball bat. We must have done then. And a megaphone. Oh, the megaphone's on whatever his bloody name is. Cheetah. Now we've got a baseball bat. So maybe we should actually equip that to one of our attacking survivors. Offensive survivors. McLean. We'll give it an idea. There we go. It only gives a +1 though. It's not a lot. But it's better than nothing. That's great. I suppose while we're here, I might as well show you the this interface anyway. So you've got your survivor interface here. Obviously you can see your gun, your skills. As you can see, there's actually perks, and this is my perk on Cheetah, the politician one. And as I said previously, others can learn perks as well. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are passive. In fact, I think they're more passive, but some of them like help defense. Some of them even allow you to passively change unneeded areas into something that's needed, which is really cool. Happiness, as you can see, we're not generating any because we don't have any bars or churches, but we're not losing any either because nothing's going on. Food and other resources. Danger level, as you can see, yeah, as you can see, it's a bit crappy. Highest danger of loss during attack. Total danger of loss during attack. So yeah. Oops, that was done. Stupid me. Policies, that's a new thing into the game. So during the course of the game, you'll get certain events that we have to choose. I think I'll spoil the first one that happened to me on my first game. It's about showers. So you can choose whether you want the showers to be reduced to a minimum, no showers at all, or 3 or 4 showers. Now obviously that's going to have an impact on people's happiness as well as resources, so you have to bear that in mind. You have to try and juggle them. Tech tree, as you can see, there's a big massive sign there saying coming soon. That's because it's not fully implemented yet, but this actually got me the most excited about the about this particular version. I mean, look at all this crap. Look at all this great crap. Oh yes, I can't wait to actually dig into this. Bloody zombie avoidance. I'm sure there's turrets as well. Yeah, turret construction allows building turrets. Farmers produce way more food, and these last ones are like increasing skills and food over time, and defense bonuses. Electric fences, really cool. Spotting hostiles. I'm looking forward to playing with this tech tree. I really am. And then you got the factions. Obviously, we haven't met any yet, so yeah, whatever. Okay, so what shall we do next? Well, they're building. There's that workshop. I think we'll take the karate den, but we do need to scavenge the last of that food. So it's only going to take a day. It's going to be no. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes you get that by accident. You can accidentally drag. It's very easy to do, which is unfortunate. But you're not actually doing anything, are you? Can we take them all on with us three? No. No way now. Okay, whatever. Let's check the bank out then. Let's I'll get Neddy to take the Zeds out in the bank, and then you can help with guard duty. In fact, you should probably go there, and you should probably go there. There we go. Next day. We heard a noise from the other side of our wall today and found a man in extended process of removing a zombie's head with a shovel. When he was done, we waved over to him. We can invite him to stay, which requires 50 happiness, which we do have. Offer him 5 food if he stays or tend to leave. Let's invite him to stay. Yay! And now we have a new survivor. Yay! More survivors is good. However, we need the food for that, and we don't have it. We certainly need to try and get some more farms going. Now, can we talk to any of them yet? Nope, not yet. That's a shame. Oh well. So, what is our new dude? What's he? Okay, so he's actually both a scavenger and a soldier. Cool. Okay. So, let's take out the dojo. No, it was the bank, wasn't it? I should probably keep the bank as it is, though. Extra defense is always good. So, if we get McLean to go and take out the Karate dojo, and then we'll try and reclaim that and build it into a farm. That sounds like a decentish idea. Is there any place where we can scavenge, though? I mean, that's kind of the important thing now. We need to scavenge for food while we're doing this, and it seems like it's nearly impossible to do that because we haven't really scouted in many other places yet. So, guess what our next job is to do? That's right, scout a few more places. Scout the motel. Oh yeah, I've left the ones that don't have any gun skill to have guard duty. Well done, Feng. This could go really well or really bad. Whatever. Okay, Gustav. It looks like capitalism is still alive, and well, even with the undead chewing at what is left of society. A merchant named Gustav has set up a temporary camp at the office tower just next to our fort. It looks like he has food of all sorts of trade and even a few more exotic items to boot. Okie dokie. Let me just drink my coffee because I'm really parched. So as you can see, this is actually handled a bit differently in Rebuild 3. So you've actually got to get someone to go over to this tile and actually trade with him, which is pretty cool. You know, it's a bit more realistic. I think we'll do that. We'll demonstrate that just for the purpose of this video. So yeah, we'll get Cheat to go over there and negotiate with him. Maybe we can trade some building materials, which we are going to need because we have. Oh, we got 25. Jesus Christ! Didn't realise we had that much to start off with. Bloody hell, that's a lot. That's actually quite a lot. A lot of us to play around with anyway. Oh, scavenging opportunity. Oh, and yeah, we can get Gustav Jones to do that, and that will actually knock it down to a day. So yeah, let's do that. Brilliant. That does mean I've only got one on guard duty though, so we have to be careful about that. I'm just going to plop you there. Oh yeah, and that PlayStation there, that's great because it gives 10 defense to itself and 5+5 to neighbouring buildings, which is cool. Oh, here we go. So okay, pick something to sell, discount 25%, whatever. Can't we actually haggle? Negotiated a 5%. This get cool. Okay, maybe we shouldn't do that too much, because that we might lose respect and stuff, and we probably don't want to be doing that straight away. So what have he got? He's got food and this. Oh, submachine gun sounds like a nice, nice thing. Let's trade 6 ammo, 2 electronics, and 4 medicine for your submachine gun. Your value, their value. Oh, brilliant! So that's actually kind of a split-on deal. That's pretty decent. Yep, and he's accepted it, which is absolutely superb. So we did lose a few things, but I don't think they're quite... what's that? Oh yeah, okay, whatever. Brilliant. I don't think they're too important as of yet. Okay, so we've got a submachine gun. So I could really kit out one of our offensive... soldiers, sorry. Why do I keep saying offensive? Whoa, +4 on that, dude, yes! McLean. Bloody hell. Right then. What is it? John McLean, that's it. I was trying to think then. I was like, Oh, okay, our builder's done this as well now, so we've now got the hospital, which has a lot of defence, probably because of the guard duties on that. Okay, so let's try and reclaim the dojo. You probably won't notice this on the video, but my mouse is absolutely going apeshit at the moment, flickering. Shall we get cheats on the case as well? It will go by one less day. Or maybe we should get... No, I don't want the scavengers to do it. Yeah, let's get me to do it. Let's get cheats to do it. There we go. Okay, okay. Do we have any chance of able to actually eliminate these threats now before they get really bad? Possibly. It's 10%. It's still a lot. 6%. Oh, I don't really want to risk that. Even with 6%, 6% might not sound like a lot, but losing a survivor now, it might be detrimental. So I'm just thinking, is there anywhere else we can possibly scavenge? Possibly, maybe. Because if not, then I'm probably going to end up scouting, and it looks like that's going to be the case. So yeah, let's end up scouting. Let's get scouting then. So Gustav, you can scout there. And oh, there's food in here. Are you up? There's food in there. One day. 0% danger. Get in there and get that food. And while at it, we'll get Nadia to go scare that one too. You can have guard duty there, like so. Next day. Okie dokie, so scouted, found food, and scouted. Joy. No more food. Ooh, food and resources. Always nice. There's only a few zombies, so we should be able to get away with doing that. Yep, easily. Okie dokie. Joe's. So we'll scout that one and see if we can find anything there. He's still there on guard duty. We found materials and we scouted. What have we got nice? Ooh, more resources. Excellent. Anywhere else we can probably scout, possibly? Field. I'm really disappointed by the lack of farms. I suppose we best scout this one next. There we go, next day. Okay, little hobo. I met a strange dog digging outside the walls today. A handsome German shepherd with a blue bandana. When I approached him, he gave me a friendly bark, wagged his tail, and barked again like it wanted to come over. Wanted me to come over, not come over. I took a look at the hole he was digging. Turned out it found a whole bunch of turnip plants we never noticed. After he showed me his find, the fellow wandered off. I think I'll call him London if I ever see him again. Cool. And of course we scouted. And we're coming to half an hour into the video already. So I think I'm going to stick a cut in here. That seems like a decent idea. And I'll see you for the next one.